Hey everybody, welcome back to the buy list. This is a tier list. Nate, how's it going?
It's great. Great. Everyone's favorite time of the year. The Majestic tier list, the one, the only, the certified 100% correct tier list.
Yep.
So, super excited. Before we get started, wanted to take a quick minute. This is unfortunately probably going to be my last tier list video.
Hmm.
Um, we've been doing the tier list now for 2
Yeah.
years, kind of.
Yep.
We started with heavy hitters, and we started almost 2.5 years ago,
Hmm.
January, February of 2023. So life changes,
Yep.
priorities change. Not to say that Ted isn't a priority or everybody out there isn't a priority, but there's some things changing in my life that just make it not super compatible for me to do the pod anymore. I'll still be around. I'll still be playing the game of Flesh and Blood.
Hmm.
I'll still be at events. I might be on occasionally doing like deck techs, things like
Hmm.
that. But unfortunately, it's just not something I can continue to do in my personal capacity.
Hmm.
Uh, but it has been an absolute pleasure and a joy to run from starting with nothing, right? Like
Yeah.
you started with box breaks, and I remember we would message each other like, did you see that? We have 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
It was like, did you see? Dude, we got 100 views on that video. And
Yeah.
there's so many different iterations that we've gone through and things that we've tried in to connect, to produce something that people really want to see. And the tier list is our crown jewel.
Yeah. Yep.
Who knew? People are suckers for tier
Oh
lists. Not
yeah.
to say you guys, everyone watching this video, absolute
Yeah.
genius,
Yep.
not a sucker at all. But people love them some tier lists.
Yeah.
So um this is always my favorite.
Hmm.
They go forever. I've already been talking for 2 minutes, so you all know it's gonna be a
Yeah.
long one.
Yeah.
Um, so thank you to everyone. It's been an absolute honor. Thank you to LSS for finally giving us our spoiler card. I think James finally saw one of our videos. Um, so it is very bittersweet to like get the recognition and now have to peace out. But appreciate everybody. Love you all. So I don't know if you got anything to
No,
say, Teddy,
yeah.
or
I mean, yeah, just like you said, Nate, we've been doing this for over 2 years now, and it's been a lot of fun. I
yeah,
appreciate the help that you've given to the pod and to the channel, right? It's been, like I said, it's like yeah, it's kind of tough for me, right? Because this is our hangout time each week, or so I'm going to have to adjust. TCG Ted's not going anywhere. We got the market minutes and all that coming up, but you know, you'll be back. We'll get you back at some point. We'll get you back.
maybe. But yeah, it's definitely
It's a scaling
it's
back,
a,
not a gone forever.
yeah, it's a see you later, not gone forever,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
sure, for sure. So
But yeah, no, I think we can leave it there. We might do one farewell buy list,
for sure,
one final chat
absolutely.
with Nate
Yeah,
before he steps back. But let's get into this tier list, eh? So we got
let's do it, baby.
Super slam Majestics here.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's just jump into it. First one up, Nate, is Good Natured Brutality. This is a brute, 6 attack, 0 block, yellow, cost 2, attacks for 6. It says when this defends, if you have no cards in your hand, it gets +6 defense, and the crowd cheers you.
Dude, this card slay tier. It blocks for 0. I'm just kidding. This card, okay, so because only our boy Tuffy, our tough nut brother, can play it, it's definitely like slaps. Like this card's very good. It's like its popularity is going to be defined by how good Tough Nut is, right?
Yeah,
Like, but this card is auto include in Tough Nut. Like, one card block 6 is
yeah,
kind of insane. Also, like, it gets you a toughness on the back end, so it I think both the revered heroes are going to be heavily defined by like the meta
yeah.
because they're both like kind of reactionary heroes.
Hmm.
but they have a lot of really cool tools in their toolkit, and this is just one of them.
Yeah.
Love it. Great tough nut card. Gotta love our guy.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. It's a strong. I mean, just the cheering alone. Playing sealed tough nut decks, the cheering is like, yeah, key, right? And when you can
Yeah.
start stacking those toughness counters, that's what you need to be doing in CC, because you can't just like in a sealed pool or in a draft, right? You can get away with one toughness. You want to be stacking those toughness tokens up though in CC to do some heavy blocking. So I can definitely see this card seeing some play, and
Mhm.
it depends. Like you said, it depends on how much tough nuts played. I think he's going to be a popular hero, but meta define, I don't know. We'll have to see on that one.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Next one up is Cries of Encore. This is a revered guardian attack. It costs 3, it attacks for 7, blocks for 3. It says when this attacks a hero, if you have less health than them, the crowd cheers you. If you've been cheered this turn, this gets when it hits a hero, you may play an Aura of Suspense from your graveyard this turn.
Dude, disappointed in LSS really when you think about it. They could have micro text boxed this card, but instead they did not.
Bro, that's a whole
Um,
paragraph of text.
I mean, again, it's like very much like good natured brutality, right? Cards auto include in our girl, Pleiades. It's silly the shenanigans you can pull off with this card.
Yeah.
Like you can, I'm forgetting the card right now, but the one that puts out a guardian attack action back on the top of your deck. So it's just like this
Mm,
hits,
yeah.
you close the chain, put the cries of encore in your graveyard, play the play the instant that puts it back on the top of your deck, and you just keep cycling this. It's
Yeah.
a whole lot of shenanigans.
Mhm.
So just super solid card, very good.
Yep.
Pleiades, I think it was going to be very popular for a very long time.
Yep.
I think she's probably the one who's got the most fanfare right now.
Mhm.
So I think it's just easy slaps here.
Yeah, for sure. And again, another very narrow card, right?
Yep.
We'll get down to the cards that are not so narrow in the expansion slots, but yeah, I think Pleiades probably is the most popular out of the set. Obviously, LSS kind of has that keyed in as well. She got an armory deck. Um, Her vibe is super cool. I know locals are pretty excited for her, and like you said, this is part of that loop where you just like loop this around and just keep playing it and go wild. So yeah, definitely
Yep.
a slash tier card.
Yes.
All right, next one up, we got a revered action now. Crowd goes wild. Cost 3. It is yellow. Attacks for 6, blocks for 3. It says if you've been cheered this turn, this costs 3 less to play.
So I think this card is like it's might as well just be a tough nut
Yeah,
card. You're probably never playing this in Pleiades, and it's also just like it's just fine in Tough Nut too. I think it's like okay, I see you,
yeah,
um, because it it doesn't do any additional things besides be free.
mm,
And you know what else is free is when you flip a blue off the top for rock, or do like anything
yeah,
else. But also, like, what are you doing if you're flipping 6 off the top and getting cheered, and then casting this guy? Like,
yeah.
you can sink 1 into the T-Rex claws, but I think it's just like really cute. It's just kind of yellow 6. That's what your boy Tuffy wants.
Hmm.
So it's fine. It's okay. I see you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with you. I think like maybe it's a little anti rock plan, which, like you said, maybe hurts its playability a little bit. Um, at least the initial builds for Tough Nut. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
Okay, next one up is No Hero Stands Alone. This is another.
Auto drop that in Slate
No,
here.
I'm just setting it there so when I talk, it helps. A little behind the scenes action for you guys. It helps for editing because when I see this
Got
happen,
it.
I put up the card. But anyways, no hero stands alone. Cost 3. It's a yellow revered action attack again. This one attacks for 6, blocks for 0. It says while this is in any zone, if you control the toughness token this turn, this gets +3 and ambush. That's quite strong. When this defends, clash with an attacking hero, and the winner may choose an attacking or defending card to get either -3 attack or -3 defense. This chain link.
Cards real good sometimes.
Right.
Real bad other times. I think into deck, like it's another tough nut
Yeah.
card. Pleiades never playing this
Yeah.
card. Um, it's another one of those cards where you're probably only playing this into decks that can intimidate you.
Mm.
Because otherwise you probably just want to block out of your hand most of the time anyways. Because otherwise this card is just like kind of excessive. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's a block 6 plus your toughness. Like that's like too much blocking.
Too much.
I
Yeah.
guess it's also like kind of good into whatchamacallums, those assassin people or the
Yeah.
rangers, um, because you can put it back in with Codex of Frailty. So I don't know. It's probably just adorable. I don't know how
Yeah. It's
many
a
end up even in tough nut lists at the end of the day, but yeah.
yeah sideboard card, right? Like you can't
Yep.
afford to lose this clash, so you'll be clashing with heroes that you'll always win with a 6, right? So your ninjas, so on and so forth. Um,
Yeah.
but
But it also just like loses you the game sometimes because like
yeah,
sometimes you flip like your like you're gonna have a couple non-sixes in your deck, and then you just like randomly flip one of your non-sixes and you're like, oh sick, this blocked 0.
yeah,
Oh, love that.
yeah, oof. Yeah, that would be tough. Yeah, so high risk there for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving to Reviled now. Reviled Brute action. This is a blue, cost 3, outside interference. It says instant. Discard this. You may reveal a reviled attack action from your inventory and put it into your hand. Blocks for 0. Yeah.
This card, I think this card might be one of the most broken cards ever printed in Flesh and Blood. And it it so restricts the reviled design space. It is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
This card, like, it gets around. Well, Bonds is now dead,
Yeah.
but they printed defensive bonds, so like you can have people like someone can hit you, search your entire deck, know exactly what's in there, and then you can just be like, yeah, so I'm gonna get this card out of my sideboard and play it. I think this. I don't know. This card is whack.
Of-
It also turns on Mandible Claws for like no reason. It's a 6 attack.
mhm.
I, I'm confused. There's a lot about this card that is like confusing, but like the fact that you are putting some of your best cards in your sideboard just so you can have basically 3 extra copies of them is wild. Like
Mhm.
KO's putting like Big Bully in sideboard, even though it's probably one of his best cards, but like you just want like you want the ability to grab it when you see this blue instead of just seeing it randomly in your hand. And it just can also there's no downside to it because you can just go get a reviled blocking card. Like if you're like, yeah, got to block with it this turn, you just yeet it out of your hand, go get any reviled card out of your inventory to block with. Which could be like one of the reviled block cards, like Steal Victory. Like, oh, they've got the token. I want to steal this turn. Great, I'll get it.
Yeah.
It's is it action card? I'm not. I didn't even read the card. Can it be a block card?
No, it's an attack action card.
Okay, I lied. I'm sorry. I'm a big framer. That's not a function of the card, but it still slaps. Like
Yeah.
it's KO only, but I think it is like
Quite
hilariously
strong.
broken.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Nate, let's talk about the next one here. So leave them hanging. This is a Reviled Guardian instant aura. It blocks for 3, costs 3. It is red. It is a suspense aura as well. And it says when this enters the arena, intimidate target hero. Um, when this leaves the arena, your next attack this turn gets +4.
Bruh.
This,
This card's like
yeah.
scowling flashback on crack cocaine. Yeah, it's just a slapper. I mean, it's Lyeth only.
Yeah.
Lyeth is a complete Chad. but the card's really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane. Um, yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say about it. Like just instant speed flesh bag before they even get to attack. So like you just can never play around it. You can pretend to play around
Yeah.
it, but like it's just not worth it. They'll just if you're gonna get got, you got.
Yeah.
Like just happens.
Yeah, I had this in one of my sealed pools, and in a sealed game, it's abusive. It's like not fair and not
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Like it is like I think it's probably going to be quite similar in CC as well, but it's literally like, hold on, I got a response, play this, and then your opponent's like, all right, two like three cards in their hand, and they're like, or two cards maybe because they blocked, and they're like, all right, I'm going to Arsenal. It's like, all right, cool, dude. It's so
Yep,
rough, dude. It's insane. And then it gives
yep,
you +4 after in two turns. It's like, wow. Yeah, this card slaps. Obviously narrow to Liath, but yeah, quite strong.
yep. Mhm.
Okay, next one up is Bully Tactics. It is a zero cost reviled attack. Attacks for 3, blocks for 3. It says when this attacks a hero, you may pay up to 3. Intimidate intimidate them that many times.
Yeah, cards real good. Reviled, so both KO and
Hmm.
Live can play it. It's probably just like okay, I see you. Like triple and Tim is like hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, but when it attacks for 3, it's just like not that great.
Yeah.
It's a great card into decks that are trying to block you out.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of those that currently exist in the game of Flesh and Blood. Most decks are going to be more aggressive, leaning towards mid range.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't really need this as like this is how I'm going to push big damage into like very very blocky decks.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point. One of the things with Intimidate is like if you're a proactive deck, you are like, okay, I guess you just made my decision for me. I was thinking about no blocks this turn, but now I'm just going to send the bill and we'll see what I can do, right? So Intimidate's always been kind of in that weird spot. And this card, unless this card's coming in for like 15, which it definitely could be at some point. And like you said, it is a really cool tool for blockout decks. Like when you're
Mhm.
facing a blockout deck as one of these heroes, because it just gives you that tool to uh, get around that a little bit. And like super fatigue is always quite annoying, so it's nice to have those type of tools in the game, especially for these new heroes.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, the next one up is Fix the Match. This is a reviled action. It is yellow, cost 0. It says when this attacks, search your deck for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top. Whenever a card defends this, clash with the defending hero, the winner creates a might token.
Great, good for them. Happy for them. Uh, I just again, this is like it goes. I think this card's gonna be closer to like a. mm, I want to say this is adorable. It's a 2 block, which means in life it's a
Oh,
1 block. Um, there is the combo of like this plus overturn the results, but I don't. I really don't like the combo because it's not like if they sure you get to deal like true damage, but overturn the results also isn't great unless you're playing into decks that are like Guardian, who typically want to block you, like might be blocking you out
yeah.
anyways. And then you might, but then you do it into decks that don't. You lose the clash, so then you only get the mites from the block. I don't know. It just seems like way too much. Like I feel like there's better things you could be doing in both the heroes than this card. For a yellow 2 block that attacks for 3.
Yeah, I would say that I tend to agree with you. The nice thing though is that it is a pseudo tutor. It doesn't put the card in your hand instantly, but you're gonna get it. Like I think that's why it's a 2 block, right? It had to pay for the card search, which is like, man, it kind of kills it. Like you said, it go into a 1 block, and Liath is just like, dang. I mean, maybe if this was a 3 block, the yellow also hurts it a little bit as well. Um, yeah, it's probably. just adorable,
Like,
right? It's
I think it's just too cute. Like,
yeah,
I fail to see, like, if you aren't doing the overturn the results kinda, like, combo, like, what do you actually wanna grab with this card that's, like, so meaningful that you would go put it on the top of your deck and potentially risk losing these clashes, right? Like,
that's true.
I
Yeah,
in KO, it's Mocking Blow. Like, Mocking Blow is the deck engine, it's the golden tipple of KO.
yeah,
Um, but that's a 1. So, like, you're, like, giving them mites to go get a Mocking Blow and put it on top. Like,
yeah,
Mocking Blow is a absolute banger of a card,
yeah,
don't get me
yeah,
wrong, but you lose a lot of value if you
yeah. It's
start
true.
losing the clash.
Yeah,
So it's just like you're giving up too much to put this card on the top of your deck. So if you're not getting the auto win with Fix the Match,
yeah,
is it really that good?
yeah.
I do
That's a
like
good
the
one.
fact that it does, like, hypothetically, it kind of like does convert to almost true damage into like some of those blockier decks, but
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
All right, let's talk about the next one here. So, Reckless Stampede. This is just a brute action attack. It costs 2. It's red. It attacks for 7, blocks for 0. This is whenever a card defends this clash with the defending hero, the winner deals 1 damage to the other hero. Each hero may put their revealed card on the bottom of their deck.
I have thoughts. Um, why all brute cards block 0?
It's because
Why?
this card's kind of rude. Like,
No doubt. I don't know. Clashing is a bad mechanic. It just is. Like
uh,
it's introducing variance into the card game that I feel is unneeded. Um, because you are like you're willingly taking that risk. Now in KO, old KO,
mhm,
Armed and Dangerous, card is insane because you win like 99% of your
yeah,
clashes. And this just becomes like at the end of the game, this like killing blow. But all the other brutes usually run like 46s, and then
mhm,
like everything else is non-attack actions. So like
yeah,
you're 33% of the time you flip a whiff and then just you take a bunch of damage for playing a 2 for 7. um I don't it's a little sus if for all our Gen Zers out there, a little sus to
yeah.
me. I think the card's still very strong effect. 2 for 7's great rate. So it's probably still a slapper, but I'm definitely looking at it a little side-eyed, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think if you zoom in like 100x, 1000x, you find text that's like unreadable by the normal eye that says, "This card is meant to LLKO and take that stupid claw with them." Like, I think, I think this
Yeah.
card is like, because like you said, it's like KO just loves this, right? Because he's like filling his
Oh, yeah.
deck with all these cards. Um, again,
KO doesn't believe in blocking,
yeah,
so he's
yeah.
fine with it.
I mean, again, we're putting a lot of narrow cards in slaps. I think, again, it's just for armed and dangerous at this point. But it probably lives in between here, don't you think? Like,
I mean, like, Tough Nut can play it because Tough Nut's running a lot of
yeah,
6s. Um, I just think there's a big liability to a card like that, and but also there's just this like almost like I attack with this and you're at 3 life, like you're dead.
yeah,
Like
they,
so, like it's kind of like a wizard level of reach almost. It is kind of wild.
dude,
Um,
it's like perfect. It's a well designed card because obviously it lives in the class of the defense reaction that it's reckless.
Reckless
Yeah,
Swing.
reckless swing. So
Yeah.
it's like for a long time you were always like, well, gotta stay above 2 because like at any moment they're gonna draw the reckless swing and kill me, right? This card's kind of the same thing. If you go down to a certain health, like you said, if you're at 3 or 4 now, and this card's like, well, I have to block this with 2 cards, then you're just like,
But
damn, all of a sudden you're doing 4 to me and I die. So it's like
dude,
it's
it's not just that though. Now you need to start thinking about the turn cycle too of like I need to stay like above 5 because if you throw this at me, I might take 2 damage if I block with 2 cards, and then I take 1 and go to 2. Now I'm dead the reckless swing.
that's yeah.
Like it's just like those are the things that you have to like start thinking about. And I don't know that
Fruit
it's
reaches.
I'm a little questionable on like this card. Obviously very good in KO. Probably tough nut too. The zero black kind of hurts it in tough nut, but I don't know. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just hate no blocks. I like having some semblance of agency as a
Let me
player.
tell you, I think you can afford a no block if your opponent has to stay above 5 now. Like,
Yeah.
that's gross, dude. All right, let's move on to the next one. So this one's show of strength, another brute attack. Cost 2, and it says when this gets -1 for each card, 6 or more defending it. Attacks for 8, blocks for 3.
Dude, banger. Slap it. Put it there. Do we need to say anything else? This thing is
It's so good.
swing big at home.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
Like, obviously, it has the downside of like if you're playing into like other brutes or guardians, it's just a 2 for 6. But again, like I think them printing this card is also like an acknowledgement. Like swing big might not. They did just make the like EA,
Hmm.
but swing big might be on its way out. I'm just saying, like I know, like James White has said multiple times, swing big and the blue eights are his biggest mistake. Um, but then again, they just printed this and standing ovation. So I don't know. This James White guy might be
I
full.
don't remember the swing big comment. I'm not saying I doubt it, but like this card is crazy good. And
Yeah, it's
I
great.
was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, "Yeah, but it gets -1." He's like, "I probably just sideboard it out and against things that can block it with 6." I'm like, "Dude, like it's still a 2 for 6 and it blocks for 3 in your deck." Well, like in a class that normally doesn't get block threes, I think you just run this all the time, and like you're like, "Do you want to block it or not?" Right? Like,
That's like a quicken token is better than this. Like, let's say someone can use a quicken token
yeah,
who maybe doesn't always have go
yeah,
again. Do you do you really want to give like that person a quicken token if they just give you 3 cards?
hmm,
Because some decks will just give you 3 cards arsenal, say, "Hey, I got a quicken token now. This is cool."
yeah,
Um,
yeah, for sure.
like this card at least doesn't have the downside of the quicken. So I like the card. I think it's very good. I think all brutes will be running it. I think it's just like
Yeah,
that
it's
strong.
very solid. All right,
Yeah.
next one up, we've made it to the Guardian actions. Uh, no tall tales. This is 0 yellow.
Yep.
Tax for 3, blocks for 3. It says if this has attack greater than its base, it gets +1, and it has tower. If this has 13 or more attack, it gets when this hits a hero, cards they own lose and can't gain go again during their next action phase.
Mhm. Great card.
Yeah,
I
very
like it.
solid.
Um, I think it's missing a couple things. It just has says tower, which is unfortunate. If it said crush, I think it would be very good.
Dude, yeah.
I think the fact that it says tower is just a little bit too steep of a ask for most guardians to play this card. Because
It's
the other
very
thing is you
key
got
to
to.
the two new Guardians.
It is very key to the two new guardians, but Lyeth just again, it's pretty like it takes a lot of setup for Lyeth to get to 13 with this card
Yep,
because Lyeth has to give this card +10.
yep,
Like that's a couple auras down and like a couple
yep.
pumps. Um, and then Pallades has to give this +9, which is a little bit more doable.
Hmm.
Um, but then you got to smack a confidence token or something on this. Otherwise, like
Yeah.
you did all this to take away go again, and someone could just like lay down their hand instead. I don't know. It's a lot of work. Whereas like Spinal Crush is just like boom, play 3 cards, Spinal, or like pitch 2, play Spinal, deal with it. This card is it takes a little bit more setup
Hmm.
to get there, and it would take like hypothetically like 4+ cards for this to hit. So I think it's just adorable. I could see it in. Do I could even see Bravo? No, Bravo can't give this
No.
dominate. Never mind. I can't even see Bravo playing this stupid card. Maybe Betsy, because Betsy like literally is looking for anything to play. Um, so
Someday,
I don't
someday.
know. I think it's just too cute.
Yeah,
I think if it said Crush, it'd be much better.
yeah. I can't disagree with that for sure. All right, next one up here is in the palm of your hand. It's a red 2 cost Guardian instant aura. Blocks for 3, suspense. It says when this enters or leaves the arena, draw a card.
I really like this card. Um, I think any of the decks that can reasonably run any of the remove counters, so either the chest or the arms, I think the arms is probably the most reasonable,
Mm-hmm.
um, make this card like really kind of bonkers because you get to plan a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more about around the card that you draw.
Yeah.
Because Guardians run a lot of blues, so if you all of a sudden just like go to your action phase and just draw another blue, like what are you doing with it?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to
Like,
arsenal those
yeah.
bad
Yeah.
boys. Um, but the fact that you can play it, it replaces itself, and it sets up for larger turns.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the Sapphire Amulet, the gain an intellect card.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like that delayed intellect, which I think is quite powerful. So I think both the new Guardians run it. I could see Bravo running this, like play this Anathos for 6, and it'd be very good. So I think this is probably like a slaps.
Mm-hmm.
It because I think it's just like generally good design space. I think this would trigger Earthfloor Bounty. Maybe not. I don't know. We don't read the cards here. Um,
It's an
so I
instant.
think
I believe Earthlore Bounty says
action
action
cards
cards.
unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew? Reading the cards explains the cards. So I think it's interesting in Volda too, potentially.
Yep.
Any of the Guardians, I think it's like quite interesting just to filter through your deck quicker, but also like giving you that increased hand size at a later turn is kind of nuts.
Yep. For sure. All right, we made it to the generics, Nate. First one up here
Yeah,
is a cutting retort. So this
yeah.
was a 0 red attack. Attacks are 4, blocks are 3. And it says when this attacks a hero, you may pay up to 3 resources. Destroy that many aura tokens with different names they control. If you do, this gets +1 for each aura destroyed that way.
Meh. The art is bad. I don't know what the heck that is, but
The art is kind of wild, yes. It's a little bit erase
dude,
facey kind of weirdness.
yeah,
Um, yeah, just
um,
screaming faces at somebody. Um,
it's weird. I don't like it. Um,
the
Standing Order is the best card in Flesh and Blood, and that doesn't see a whole lot of play.
yeah,
Um, you like it's so niche. Like you have to keep an extra blue, have someone who has 3 other token
yeah,
auras.
that's what
If it
That's what I was going to
that's
point
the
out
card.
is like the keyword here. When I first read this card, doing the old classic spoiler, like rapid reading, is I thought this
Yeah.
just killed 3 auras, and I was like, "Oh,
Ugh.
bro!" I'm like, "This is absurd! Like, come on, why'd you do this to me? I'm a Roomblade guy, and like now Vincent's just dead for life. You can just kill my
Yeah.
Malefics." And then someone's like, "Yo, it's just token auras," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Like, it's still not
And
great against like Vincent, but like any other
it's
Moonblade doesn't
fine.
care. Like, whatever.
You against Vincent, you have someone paying for a 1 for 5, like a literal 1 for 5.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Blow up my rune champ, buddy. Like if it was you could pay 3 and destroy that many token auras, great card.
Oh,
But it
right.
also the
The
reason
different
they can't
names.
do it
Yeah.
is yeah, because they have to have different names, but also they can't do that because then Fang is like immediately unplayable.
Yeah.
So like uh, I think that talks to like probably like Felides like a bad design space as a token aura, but like because it's just like they print all this like token aura hate, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
um, I don't know, it's weird. I don't like it. I think it's fine. It's a 0 for 4. People are gonna think this card's good, but it is actually just adorable. You right, Ted?
Yeah. It's just restrictive, right? If you removed like the different names, like you mentioned, or if you removed like I don't think you can remove token auras from the card because then that's just absurd. Like, Come on,
Yeah.
you can't do that. But it is very limiting. So
Yeah.
yeah, adorable. Maybe someday some hero puts out a bunch of token auras and then it will be good. But very silver bullet type card. Okay, the next one up is Overcrowded. This is a blue, cost 0, has ambush. Attacks for 1, blocks for 2. It says when this attacks or defends, it gets +1 attack and +1 attack, +1 defense for each different name among aura tokens in the arena.
Card's real good. To no one's surprise, unless this is like your first time hearing of Flesh and Blood, and for some reason you are 36 minutes into this tier list, card's very good. It's a
Mhm.
banger.
Yeah.
Um, I think as long as there's, I mean, against Fang, Fang. This is always just a 0 for 3 or a 0 for 3 block, and
Hmm.
then gets even better if they have any auras or if you have a vigor. Like this card is just so good. In just because there's a lot of auras that are part of the meta,
Hmm.
this card is going to be incredibly popular. It's why it's part of the like top 4 prizing, because this is the chase generic.
Yep.
Everyone's going to want this. So it just obvious banger. Slap it in
Hmm.
there. No questions. No further questions from the media. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yep. I agree with you, Nate. This card's crazy good. Ambush just like sends it just that little cherry on top too. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
um,
forgot. I forgot about that text box.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Pseudo
Codex,
Deria. Yeah.
Codex, you just like, okay, I'll get this overcrowded back, and then you just put out 2 aura tokens, and now this blocks for
Yeah.
4. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, leave no witness. Like, see ya. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like, I don't care. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. It's just like, yeah, invalidates that turn cycle. So,
Yeah.
not bad, not bad. All right, let's jump down. We've made it to the expansion slot now.
Whoo,
We
it's a thick
are
one.
Yeah, yes, this is where all the meat is in this set for sure. First one up here is Hunter or Hunted. Blue, costs 3, and it's an assassin defense reaction. Blocks for 4. It says when this defends, name a card. The attacking hero reveals the top card of their deck. If it's the named card, banish it. Search your hand, deck, and arsenal for up to 3 cards with the name. Banish them, then shuffle. And it's a contract card.
Didn't we just ban this card?
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah,
I was so excited for people to stop looking through my deck. And now all of a sudden, I don't even get a choice.
yep,
They just get to do it all the time. Unless for some reason I have an attack react that can shuffle, like can switch out the top card of my deck. Like that's literally the only way to prevent this.
yep.
It's it's actually absurd. Luckily, they printed it for the worst hero.
Oh
Like
man,
there's
yeah,
like Arachne is still unplayable garbage because he has literally no hero ability.
yeah,
There's gonna be absolutely. I have an Arachne main at my local. I am going to be miserable for the next eon until they ban this card. I don't know. Like it's such a negative play experience. Like you have no control over this. Like before, it was like, oh man, I got to block with my Blood Rush Bellows.
mm,
Oh man, I got to block with like my Lumina Ascension. But at least I have 2 other ones. It's just like you don't even get a choice anymore.
yeah,
They'll take it for you. Don't worry. Sure, maybe sometimes it's a bad card, but the one time they take the 3 Blood Rush Bellows out of your deck, you're just gonna like stand up, walk out, and cry
yeah,
because it's dumb. It's put it in Slay tier because Arachne belongs in Slay tier, but the card is a banger.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but that's just where it belongs. Two for what is it? A 3 for 4 or 2 for 4?
It costs 3. Yeah,
Dude, the card is just ugh, ugh. Like this just wants this card makes me want to vomit.
yeah. This
You can put it in like just keep it in Slay tier. It's Arachne card that's unplayable garbage.
this card makes me think that Arachne might just always be like that fun hero. Like he like he does like fun things because it's like I don't know, man. I don't want to live in a world where this guy's like the top the top hero. Like if he keeps
No,
getting stuff
no,
like
no.
this, it's like come on. But
Dude, you got freaking Cheeto hands, like, who comes to play every and plays this every week just so we can touch the card in your arsenal, get his Cheeto dust all over your arsenal, and then let me see your hand. Let me get my Cheeto dust all over that too. Oh, let me look at every single card in your deck. Hold, please. 30 minutes later, now the armory's
dang,
done. Everyone else has gone home, and this Arachne player is still looking through your deck.
that local of yours is catching strays all of a sudden.
Bruh, bruh. It's okay. He doesn't watch. Dude, he's nice, but dude, I just hate playing against Arachne.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't. It's not a good time. All right, the
No.
next. Let's move on to the next one here. So this is a ninja attack. It's yellow, costs 0. It's Tempest Palm of the Gust Wave is what it's called.
Yeah,
Has combo. It says if Surging Strike was the last attack in this combat chain, this gets +2. If this was played at chain link 3 or higher, it gets go again.
dude, this is gonna surprise you, Ted. And this might surprise a lot of people out there. You know what, Ted? I'm gonna let you guess. What do you think it is?
It is like strict. It feels like it's strictly Katsu. Katsu's like on the rise a little bit. I think it's probably just like okay, I see you. Just because it's like narrow. It's pretty narrow to Katsu.
I think this card's a certified banger.
Wow, you heard it here.
Okay,
Nate
hear me
thinks
out.
Katsu's gonna be meta.
No, 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 no. It's not about Katsu. It's not about Katsu. Now, this is a banger for Katsu. Think of all of the ninjas, right? Like they're all like think of what's her name? Syndra,
Hmm.
that terrible hero that people still play for some reason. Um she's not actually bad. She's fine. She's head jabbed at deck, right?
Yeah.
They're playing all these head jabs in the deck. This is like a head job that blocks 3.
Oh, that's true. Because you don't even
Just gotta
care
be
about the
third chain
combo.
link or higher, baby.
Yeah.
So Ira can play this. It plays really well in Ira because it's a yellow, so you can pitch for both Kodachis. It's a 0 cost, so Kodachis are on. It's a 3 block, so it works with in combo, so it's a great card with Flick Flack, and it has Go Again. There's literally no other card that has combo 3 block and Go Again.
Mm,
That
valid.
is like only conditional on Chain Link. And I say that I actually have done zero research to look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's the
Oh
only
my
card that
god,
says
dude.
so. Like Katsu's running freaking 100 wins out here. Like
Yeah.
that card's not good, but it's a 0 for 3 Go Again. And a lot of the times, like that's just what kind of like what decks want is like these kind of glue pieces, and it feels like one of those glue cards that like really can cement. Like I think it's definitely going in Ira's deck.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Yeah, you're right. I was combining the combo with the go again part, and the just getting the go again by itself is quite strong.
yeah, I think it's a very good card.
Hmm.
Quite strong, big like.
Yep, yeah, for sure. Okay, well, guess what, Nate? We made it to the speed run part. We get to do 4 at a time. Rip it and grip it, dude. So we got 4. What do they call it? I don't know. It's just golden 4 golden armors for Olympia, and it's an Olympia spec. Counts as a gold. They're temper 2.
Dude, I'm so pissed at LSS. How many times have we been like, you know, it would be sick, just like a landscape portrait art hero weapons together or like equipment. That would be so cool. It would be like the absolute chase of a set. They did like Marvel, like picturesque, like you put them all together and it just makes this beautiful piece of art. But it's your weapon, your hero, your equipment, all this stuff. And they did it. They finally did it for Olympia, and no one gives a shit. Slay tier, Olympia's garbage. This doesn't fix anything. He needs an identity. He needs
Yeah,
something other than like up the ante is like a cool card.
yeah,
And like that's the reason to play Olympia. We need more reason to play Olympia.
yeah,
And Shiny Marvels ain't fixing that. I'm sorry, LSS. Like,
yeah. It's kind of a
I don't know.
weird. I think Yeah, I think we've talked about it on this channel a couple times where I'm like, man, give me like a hero marvel and a weapon marvel that connects. Give me armor that connects. And okay, so on execution of the marvels of these cards, chef's kiss. Like it's so good. Like Federico, dude, never misses, undefeated. Like this looks awesome, man. The way they portray, like I'm gonna just gush on like the aesthetics of this because like you're right, it's just Lightyear. Like who someday this might be good. But anyways, the aesthetics of this, like just like how cool Olympia looks. Like he's like this I don't know, man. It just like puts him in a new light, right? Where he's just this dude, he's just this like Omega Chad level guard like warrior that just like really you can almost like start thinking the lore for yourself. Like
Yeah.
start doing head canon and be like, dude, look at this guy. He's like, he's the guy from Guardian, but like fully rich and like just like has a sweet armor. Are you not entertained? Just goes out there and crushes his foes. Huge beard, just like he's awesome, dude. But like, it's just like, yeah, we'll wait and see. Like, I mean, this is like the like full stop. The Marvels once they become like I don't want to say like cheap, but like they're just gonna be. I think they're pretty hard to pull, so like maybe they won't ever become cheap. But I would like you know I don't even like Warrior, but I kind of want the set just because it's a cool collection piece. To be fair, but the cards themselves are they are what they are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a little inside baseball. We were opening some Super Slam, me and my wife in the basement. My wife helps me sometimes, and she just goes, and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Okay, so I know like boobs are kind of like a big thing. Like those are usually money cards, but what about shins?" She'd open the Marvel what is it, Golden Gate got
Yeah,
or
the gate. Yeah, Golden
the,
Gate.
the shins, and I was like, I don't know. We about to find out though.
Dude, it's just like, yeah, you bring it up, and I'm looking at him right now, and just like the way the art's designed, where he's just like has like like the leather strappings, and it's like sandal, like that old Roman style. It just like it adds a lot of flavor to Olympia to me, to be honest. But maybe someday.
Someday.
All right, let's move on to the next warrior card here. Beat of the Iron Song, Nate. This is a blue 0 attack reaction warrior, obviously. Blocks for 3. This has got a lot of text. Hold on. Choose X plus 1, where X is the number of plus 1 counters on attacking Dawnblade. Target Dawnblade gets plus 1 attack. Target Dawnblade attack gets go again. Cards defending target Dawnblade can't gain defense. Damage damage target Dawnblade attack would deal cannot be prevented.
Card's broken.
It's quite good.
No one else plays Dawnblade,
Yeah.
but if they did, they would almost certainly run this card. Um, I think like this card's very good. And Alice is also like, I think if we get Light Warrior Dory, almost guaranteed a
Yeah.
Dawnblade. So this card would work with Light Dawnblade, whatever, like because
Mhm.
those two are like Dory and Dawnblade are just married.
Yeah.
They're like we cannot have one without the
Yeah.
other. So I think even when Dory inevitably LLs eventually at some point, maybe never, I don't know. We're gonna get another Dory. There's no way we don't.
Yeah.
And this card is gonna go right along with it. So I think this is just like very good card. It probably is just like slapper. It's a blue block 3 that has an insane text box. The bigger the text box, the better.
Yeah.
Let's be
More
real.
words better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's no downside to run this. It does everything you want. It gives you that like at a minimum, it probably gives you that go again target if you need it, right? If you don't
Yeah.
have counters, you just block with it or pitch it. It's yeah, there's like no downside to playing it. So why not?
You also get like one of the modes regardless, right?
Oh yeah, it's X plus one. Yeah, you're right. So it always gives you
Yeah, yeah.
go again. So yeah, no problem.
You always at least get go again. And like that's all she wanted was just a better blue suite. And this is just like one of those things that like just
Yeah,
ticks that box.
instant upgrade. All right, next one up is Bloodflowers Blade. Um, this is a Kasai specialization. It's an attack reaction. blocks 3, costs 0. It says target sword attack gets go again, and when it hits, create a Centauri Cell Sword token.
Bruh.
This is an
Bruh.
egregious card, by the way.
It is egregious. It's actually absurd.
Um,
Why is this not why is this not a front pump? And it's just like,
yeah,
okay, I don't want this to hit. I'll block. I'll block. Okay, you got me.
yeah,
I'll do it
yeah,
this turn. This is just in the reaction step, just like absolutely juicing your opponent and create like what is this gravy bones?
yeah.
Like
Right.
this is absolutely absurd. They make a little boy, and then the little boy gets to swing with go again on the same turn, bruh.
Yeah,
I'm actually offended. Kasai is going to speedrun LL. Like, I'm sorry, but cause everyone's like, oh, look out. KO's going to LL because he's so broken. It's like, bruh, did you read the Kasai card?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this really punishes those action point starved decks quite a bit, man. Her, yeah, just because Sai already kind of had the like, oh god, I hope she doesn't make cell swords, right? And then now she's just like, surprise, mother, just like hello.
yeah, it's just, oh, yeah, I could play Blade Runner, or I could play the zero cost thing that makes a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'll play the zero cost
yeah,
thing.
for sure. It's gross. Definitely slaps tier. I mean, I don't know if I can go like technically a banger, but obviously it's just Kasai, right?
Yeah.
So slaps for sure. All right, next one up here, Nate. We are into the mech cards now. Adaptive alpha mold. It is modular. Action 0. Equip this in another equipment zone. This one is battle worn block 1, and it has a little special text on the bottom of it that says base.
Bruh. I like again, just put it with the freaking Goldie boys. Like this ain't solving anybody's problems. Like
It's a strict upgrade though. Let's be fair. It's Teklo, it's like a thing Teklo needed to like pull himself out of the muck. But like he's still thigh deep in shit. Like like he's not drowning
it,
anymore. Like
it's just offensive. Honestly, both of these. They're like it's just like you're going to the poorhouse and then you're giving someone a coupon to buy the new MacBook. Like,
you
bro,
got to raise
like
3 cents an hour.
yeah, you got to raise. You didn't get fired is closer to what this is. Like, come on now. This is it's it's fine. It just
I think they're being
doesn't.
careful with Teklo for a very good reason, but like they're slow rolling
Yeah,
that thing.
they should be very careful with the hero that's been out for over 2 years, and has literally done nothing in his entire career. They should be very careful with how they proceed with that hero, as he's won maybe 3 total games of Flesh and Blood.
That's rude, but I'm not
I
gonna
don't even know
argue
if
with
he's
him.
won any. And what
He's won.
we'll have to send
He's
Carol a
got LL.
message and see. Huh?
You don't think in the internal testing he's never won a game?
I don't think so. I'm gonna ask Carol. That's if we ever have Carol back on before I disappear. That's the first question I'm gonna ask him. Has Tekla Lawson won a
It
game of
was
internal testing Flesh and Blood?
that's that's just rude, dude. um,
Oh,
all right. Well, moving on from that.
no one's listening. It's 55 minutes in.
Oh man, the classic. No one's
The Tekla
listening.
Lawson fans certainly aren't listening because they don't exist. But
um, All right, let's move on to an actual good mechanologist card. So
uh,
backspin thrust. This is a red 0 attack. Attacks for 4, blocks for 3. This one says once per turn instant, untap a cog you control. This gains +1 or go again.
okay, one banger, two love the art, three more art, more cards with poly on them, please. Um, I all right.
Banger? I mean,
So
I think it's a slaps to be fair.
it slapped. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But it will be a banger because here's the thing. Here's the nugget. No one's listening at this point. Brian's probably fast asleep. So I'm gonna leave everyone with this as my final act on the tier list. before all the rest of the things that we're about to talk about. LSS is pushing Mechanologist towards cogs. There's going to be more cogs for the future design space
Mhm.
of Mechanologist. I think they like it. It's very thematic. It feels very cool. And it's, I think, a better balancing act that they get to play without just being like, how do we give them more unique boost cards? There's only so many different things that you can do with
Yeah.
boosting. And I don't think they want to continue with boosting. So I think that they going forward, there's going to be more cog mechs, and I think that all of these little cog sprinkles that they're leaving along the way um, is going to be kind of like where they then they can really like open up that design space. And I'm here for it. Listen, I love mechs,
Yeah,
so
dude.
uh,
I, I,
more cog.
dude, like, yeah, it's like really fun to play Puffin because you're just doing stuff with your hands all the time. You're turning dice, you're flipping, you're turning cards, you're doing all kinds of fun stuff. Um, I think you're 100% right. When they talked, there was a dev, like one of the first dev talks, they talked about bright lights and how crank was possibly going to be a mechanic uh, in Arcane Rising, and they talked about how they wanted like items to be like mech's identity, I think, and like how
Yeah,
crank was a evolution on that. I think cogs are like the next evolution on that. And I mean, it
yeah,
works. Like whoever came up with it, like clap, like golf clap for you, because like that is like the perfect way to like expand mechanologists because it feels like you're building stuff. You have like these gears that you're like turning and they're like making your attacks better, and you're building, you got boats and stuff, like flying boats and stuff. So I think it's very thematic. Kind of a lot like how rangers shoot arrows, you know, you're pulling the bow back, stuff like that. So totally agree with you. The untap on this is gross because now you can like pair this up with the tap cards that were in high seas. So yeah, this is a slaps tier card for sure.
yep,
All right, next one up here is a max specialization. Hit the gas, blue 0 cost. Blocks for 3. It's just an action. It says turn any number of hyperdrivers in your banish zone face down and gain that many action points. If 3 or more cards are turned face down this way, draw a card.
yeah. I think it's great. As someone who played the Max Armory deck, I wish this was in the Max Armory deck. Um, I almost kind of wonder if this was in the Max Armory deck
And then
and it got
pulled out. Yeah.
m- pulled out. I think this in combination with uh, Bank Breaker
Hmm.
is like quite interesting and good. Like not having to spend the cards under it to get go again, but also like obviously mechanoid implications. It's just and it's a blue. It's just a blue block 3. Can't go too far wrong with that. I think it's okay. I see you because I think Max is like just kind of like bad. One of my buddies is a Max Stan.
Hmm.
Um, and said the card was bad at first, but I think he's turned his tune around now that he's played with it a couple times. So I think it's okay. I see you. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
that it's
just
going to be the
max
needle.
stuff, right?
Yeah,
All right, next one up is Mage Hunter Arrow. This is an arrow, Ranger arrow, obviously. It costs 1, attacks for 5. Says instant destroy this. The next time you would be dealt arcane damage this turn, prevent 3 of that damage. Activate only while this is face up in your arsenal. When this hits a rune blade or wizard hero, you may destroy an aura they control.
meh,
I I
it's fine.
yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't want to. I don't like this card. I can tell you that much, bruh. Says man targeting me specifically. Um, I don't like that, but it's a techie card, right? Like you know, don't touch my ores though, bro. Like I'll just block this.
Yeah, it's just a sideboard card is
Yep,
all.
for sure. Probably just adorable.
It might be like okay. I think it's fine. It's like a 1 for 5. It's like remorseless, but like certain metas, right? So it's probably like okay, I see you.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe if Verdance is really good, you can blow up Ring of Roses or something with this. I don't know why they would let it hit because she's quite defensive, but I don't know. Maybe you can catch him sleeping or something.
I mean, like it's kind of good into like Acilio too, because like you're like I don't even know. I don't know. It's I'm getting lower on the card now that I think about it. Like it's really only good in the Rune Blades because wizards don't have that many auras.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I don't know. Card's meh.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so next card is Take the Bait. This is a Riptide spec. We made it to the Riptide spec. Uh, take the bait. 0 Ranger action. Blocks for 3. It says search your deck for a card, then shuffle and put it on top. Create a bait token under your opponent's control. Go again.
Cool.
Bait is a 0 go again attack, right?
Yeah, so bait is yeah, it's well no, it's not. It's a 0. It's the you can this basically has to be your first action of the
Yep,
turn,
that's true. Yep, yep.
and it attacks for 0. It's an attack reaction that makes it +1 and go again.
Oh, right.
So it basically turns on every single
Yeah,
trap in the
yep,
book.
yep.
But you have also spent an entire card to make all of your bad cards good cards, but also only blocking a 0 for 1 go again that you gave them to attack you with. I ain't listen. I ain't out here being like Stephen Hawking's like I'm not that smart. But I don't think giving your opponent something to attack you with just to make your cards slightly better is a good use of card for it.
Isn't What's funny is the naming convention on this card. Because isn't this card just the Mad Max gif of him being like, "That's bait."
Yeah, this is bait. This
This
card
is
is bait.
bait. It
I think,
turns out you're taking the bait as the Riptide player.
dude, it's like
Reverse
actually
Uno,
kind
the
of
Riptide player.
like the thing that like now that we've seen the full set, like this is like quasi adorable into like Liath and um Pleiades, right? Like they set up like 2 auras, they pop off, and then you all of a sudden collapse or what's the buzzsaw trap this
Oh,
stupid bait token back down to 0. But again, that means you haven't blocked with your buzzsaw trap this
yeah.
game. You also gave them this go again token to attack you with. And like it's just dumb. Stop making traps a thing. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Please. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's move on to the next one. So this is a draconic instant aura called Parched Terrain. Cost 1. Says heroes can't gain health. At the beginning of your end phase, put a sand counter on this, then destroy it unless you have banished a red card from your graveyard for each sand counter on this.
I think this card's pretty good. It like let's say just for CC, we'll talk CC first. This card's great for Fang
Mm-hmm.
into Verdance, which was already Fang's like worst
Yeah,
matchup. That matchup was actually wholesale unplayable. Um, and like if this like life gainy like Liath deck, like blocking with Fiddler's Green and stuff, becomes like a real thing, and they're trying to fatigue you, this card can be like 1 or 2 of in there, and it's just like cool Liath. You blocked for 1 now.
yeah,
And Syndra can do the same thing, right? Like if Syndra finds that Verdance is like an actual issue,
yeah.
put one of these in your deck and like you just actually cook them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now LL, we have Count Your Blessings. Um, so and we have Dromai.
Yep.
So this card is very good in Dromai,
Mm-hmm.
especially in an LL format where we will probably expect to see lots of life gain decks trying to abuse Count Your Blessings. Very good there. So I think this card is a slapper at the bare minimum. Everyone loves their Dromai. And Fang Gang strong, you know.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. I would agree with you. Just having like an aura out there that just says you can't do this thing is quite strong.
And the fact that all the heroes, it's super easy for them to keep this around for 5 turns.
Yeah.
Like it, it's
Yep.
it's like really rudimentary for them to do this. So
Yep. So yeah, technically felling and plow are majestics in this set. I We probably don't have to talk about them. We already talked about them in Rosetta. So they're just
you can
reprints.
put them in play here because there's gonna be a billion of them now.
They are quite affordable now. At time of recording, I think plow is $6 or $7, and felling is $11. So
Bruh.
those cards are very good. Hero Earth heroes are very popular.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say about that.
Okay, great.
We'll skip those. But as far as new cards, we did get another Earth aura. Channel the Tranquil Domain. Cost 3. It is yellow. It says when this enters the arena. Um, oh, hold on, that was too small. When this enters the arena at the start of your action phase, put another target aura on the bottom of its owner's deck. It's Channel Earth, so it basically does the channel thing where you have to pitch Earth to keep it around.
Wait, is it the start of your action phase, or it's when it
When
enters
this
the arena,
enters the
or
arena and at the start of your action phase.
okay, okay. Um, man, I'm just like, if this card cost anything but 3, I just if Prism becomes a real problem, but also like Prism might LL soon.
Yep.
Um, like it's great for that. I struggle to see what else these Earth heroes would really be like. I need to bottom this aura so badly that I'm gonna pay 2 cards to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you're taking down two fealty tokens in Fang, which like Florian doesn't have the greatest time into. But I don't know, man. You pay
If
what like why wouldn't you just not play Channel Mount Heroic and just punch? like like
well, that's like you kept 2 cards to bottom 2 fealty
this is
tokens,
a
which means you've probably taken
yeah.
damage.
So
Um,
it's
so you're like progressing the
fine.
Fang's game plan of like
Yeah. Um,
if they're online and they're doing the thing, they're gonna get more and more fealty tokens. So like you're you've taken 6 damage to kind of reset their clock, but you're also giving them basically full agency to just punch you back with a 4 or 5 card hand. So yeah, they can pitch a card there, and that's fine.
mm,
Um, then they'll probably be right back up to 3 fealty again. But
yeah. He makes them too
you've
fast
taken the
too.
damage to yeah. I don't know. I think this card's like very adorable. I struggle to see the use cases. Maybe someone can prove me wrong. Um, because again, I am a small brain peon. But yeah, mid
Yeah, yeah.
at best.
Yeah, very techy card.
Yeah,
All right, next one up here is Light Up the Leaves. This is an Earth Wizard action. Cost 3. It is red. Blocks for 3. It says deal 6 arcane to any target. It does have an instant ability. Discard this and an Earth card. Prevent the next 6 arcane damage target source would deal this turn.
I forgot it had the that text box on there. Yeah, I mean, card slaps.
Yeah, yeah.
It's effectively a verdant specialization, um, but just
Mm,
absolute game changer for verdants.
yeah,
Just
so
amazing
strong.
card.
Yeah, dealing 6
Yeah.
arcane is good. Very slaps
Yeah.
tier.
Yes.
Next card up is Angelic Attendant. This is 0, yellow, a light illusionist action. Blocks for 3. It says Awaken. Target figment you control. Put this into your soul. Go again.
Great card.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very good in Prism. I don't know how many of these you run or how many are even mainboarded. I'm not a Prism specialist, nor do I know any Prism specialist. If you know any Prism specialists, have them call in to the show. We'd love to have them on. I think it's okay. I see you. I don't know. I think it's very
Yeah,
strong. It's just like when it's not,
it's
like you just draw this card and it's just like all right, this is a yellow 3 block nothing burger,
Hmm.
but it blocks 3. It's very powerful if it does the thing, but it's very not powerful if it
Yeah,
is
it
just
can't do the thing. Yeah.
literally, yeah. When it's like this, you have another figment in your hand, and then like you have 2 auras, and it's just like literally can't do anything with my turn. So
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so next one up is Battlefield Beacon. It says
Yeah.
it's a light warrior attack. Attacks for 3, blocks for 3, costs 0. It's yellow. When this attacks, choose 1 for each card you've banished from your soul this combat chain. You may choose the same mode up to 3 times. Create a courage. It's basically create a courage, create a toughness, create a vigor.
Um, yeah, this card's kind of nutty. Is it a Bolton spec
It
or
is
no?
not.
So Light Dory can play this.
Yes. If
Mm.
she's a thing.
Oh, she's a thing. Teddy, how could you talk like that? Um, yeah, I mean they keep printing cards like this, but I don't know that it fixes Bolton's fundamental problem of shoving cards into his soul.
Mhm.
I mean it's probably the best payoff we've seen to date outside of Beacon of
Mhm.
Victory, and it pairs very nicely with Beacon of Victory.
Yep.
So I think card's very good. It's probably okay. I see you because I think Bolton's kind of still just not good enough.
Yep.
But it's definitely worth exploring because that card can be an absolute house.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right. Next one up is Gallo into the line. He's a pirate necromancer ally. Cost 3 is yellow. Um, attacks for 4, has 3 health. Action for 1 resource, tap attack. No big deal there. Instant tap. Discard a card with Watery Grave. Until the end of the turn, effects controlled by opponents don't trigger when they hit when their attacks hit.
Great discard text box. I think everything else about him is bad though.
Mm.
3 health, attacks for 4. You have to pay 1 to attack for him, and he costs 3. In my mind, he's like bad Anka. I could see specific metas in scenarios where maybe you bring 1 to 2 in.
Hmm.
Like if there's like a big like guardian crush, we'll just ignore your dudes, and that's our game plan. He's a great dude to bring
Yeah.
in, right? Like, all right, you can try to ignore my dudes, but I'm not taking
Yeah.
17 confidence to the face, blow up my compass. Like
Hmm.
I will take a lot to the face, but I will not blow up my compass.
Yeah.
So I think that's good in that respect. If like that's how they start the target gravy, but I think he's probably like, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
Just because one, gravy's the best. I just don't know that his stats are good enough though to warrant him being in decks. The instant speed is like literally the only reason you put him in the deck.
Yes. 100%. And then he fights. He kind of, since you have to discard Watery Grave too, so he kind of fights against Chum. It's like, would you rather, if you got 1 Watery Grave card in your hand, would you rather activate Chum? Most of the times, probably yes. Like Chum's a very powerful attack. ALS is quite nice. But like you said, there could be some on hits and effects that you're like, no, I need to keep my compass around. So um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but like you said, the stats are pretty rough, right? Three health is like, I understand why they can't give Gravy 4 health allies, but dang man, like one more would be kind of, I don't know. I know. Sorry, I'm being greedy. That is so greedy. Like, man, can I just get a 4 health ally? It's like, bro,
Dude, you already got
you got
everything you could
everything
ever want.
else. You got
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. So the next one up is Catch of the Day.
Yeah.
Blue Pirate Ranger action. Blocks for 3, cost 0. It says your next arrow this turn gets +2. If a Go Fish effect would trigger this turn, instead it triggers twice. And it has Go again.
This card's great. Does it solve Marlon's problems? No. Is it a zero cost pump that is above rate and blocks for 3? Yes. I think If there were more active Rangers in the meta, I think it's a banger.
It's Pirate
Because there is
Ranger.
not.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's Pirate Ranger, so it's locked to Marlin, but
It
yeah, dude.
is? Okay, never mind. It's adorable. Get it out of here. I don't want to see it
Nate, stop
anymore.
talking about it. All right, we're out of here. Ooh, Nate, guess what we made it to? We made it to a Painful Passage. This is a
Banger.
Shadow Runeblade action. Cost 0. It says you may banish an attack action card from your hand. If you do, it gets +3 or go again till the end of the turn.
Okay, first of all, Ted, you shouldn't have read it. That's offensive. Like, if you don't know what this card does, close the video
Oh
immediately.
my god.
Like, go watch our spoiler video, and then you can come back. That's the only time you're allowed back. Card is a certified banger. One, because it's our spoiler card. Two, because no one's listening at this point. Three, because I'm tired. And four, because Chain plays it. What else do you want?
I agree with
I don't
all those
know.
points. No, 10 out of
Yeah.
10, no notes.
Boom.
Um,
Mic drop.
Card's very good. I'm not going to move it down to slabs, but it's definitely supposed to be in slabs tier. Been set like in CC. In CC, it's a nice card for Vincent. I think you probably don't play 3 of these main board, but you definitely have them in your sideboard at least for fatigue matchups. Gives you those pop off turns, you know. Yeah, very good card. And then also LL Chain loves this card. I think this card is very strong for LL Chain.
100.
Maybe not as much for Runegate Chain, but Boomer Chain, this might be what he was looking for. This cooks in Boomer Chain. Also playable in
I
Runegate,
think
but
I think RuneGate Chain Plate loves this card because like like you draw your RuneGate cards. How the hell are you gonna get them in the Banish Zone? You gonna pay full price?
that's true.
Nah, dude, I want a coupon.
That's
Get
true.
that thing
Yeah,
in there.
3.99.
Yeah, give me that coupie.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. It's kind of I didn't realize this was going to happen, but it is kind of the last card we're going to talk about. Obviously, we got some cards down here. Um, you know, they just come in cold foil, so that's why they're on this
Yeah, the
list. And
reprints
then
or cold foils. Yeah,
Snag is a reprint. It's a bad card. It's like almost always been bad, except for that one time Bonds was a thing, and now Bonds isn't
yeah.
a thing. So guess what, folks? It's back to bad.
Hot takes from Teddy.
Dude, like this card,
Dude, don't take my job.
bro. If you disagree, I'm gonna kick you off the channel. You're never coming back. It's just no, it's just a funny card that like it's one of those cards that like went from like, dude, this card's so good. Oh my god, Rift Binds. And then it's like, what if I don't play Rift Binds? And then I just smack people around with it. And they're like, man, this snag feels really bad while this chain's doing 30 to me. Like, yeah. So it was
Uh,
bad back then when everyone thought it was good. I will give it some credit. It was good when Bonds was around. It was actually a good card, and that's why it got a reprint. $40 is quite a bit of money for this card, to be fair.
was it really
Yeah, dude, it
$40?
topped out at $40 this year for the non-foil. Yeah,
Dang.
so yeah, I understand why it's reprinted, but yeah, we'll leave it. We'll if you made it this far, you got a little bit of hot snag. You got a little bit of hot snag takes.
Hot snag takes. Patty's yelling at me for being rude over here,
Dude,
and then he's dropping hot snag takes.
I, I I've had an interesting relationship with this card over my fab years. But
Heard.
anyways,
Heard.
all right, guys, that is the tier list. Thanks for watching. Just like probably just coming up on an hour and 20. We had to edit out a bunch of Nate fiddling with cards.
Bruh, don't tell him that. Dude, that's supposed to be the inside baseball. They gotta wait for the outros.
The outros. You're talking about
Or the
outtakes, anyways.
out whatever. Potato pajamas. Ted, it's up like 9:40 at night, dude. I should be sleeping.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, actually, this time signing off. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. We should really do that in the beginning of the video when people are like max viewers. Anyways, we're still learning on the job. It's only 4 years in.
It's 2.5 years in. We still haven't figured this out yet.
We'll check it next time. Peace.
Peace.